each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
It's complete on the right side. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game. You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old...
Lets it fly! Goes high to pull it in. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Running it to the right.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for a big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here's Manning to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Manning from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing Manning. Finds his tight end. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Firing to the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. To the air, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. And going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
There's some room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Arch is going to throw for it. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. They knock him down right there. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarter.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. busts through behind his pad. And intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. He's at the 10. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Batir. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Avant. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. Manning. On the run, still looking. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running inside. It's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tulsa taking on the number 17 team, the Navy Midshipmen.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And it's the Golden Hurricane, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Stepping to the right. There he goes. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't keep a fast quarterback in the pocket. Man, you got to keep him inside that tackle box. Don't let him dance. Don't rush upfield. A lot of times that's the result.
Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's Arch to throw. Pressure coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incomplete.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Push forward on the sneak. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. So now they've been denied 3 straight times from the 2. Do you dare try it again?
Yes, you have to stay aggressive. All the points in today's college football, stay aggressive, keep the hammer down.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. To throw, Manning. That's caught. It's Townsend. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. A give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. This was and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Arch Madness. Grabbed behind the line, it's Townsend. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle, and his throw is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They go play action with Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got it, beat down in bounds. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. What a catch! Just beat the defender.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. brought down. Couldn't